Hey guys, it's Leanette. Welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. Today I am doing another trash to treasure, and this time is to create some winter decorations because now that Christmas is on its way and I already decorated for Christmas, now I'm getting ready for winter. So I am going to take my first project here is this little vase I got at the thrift store for under $1. And I am going to add some double-sided tape to the bottom base of it. I'm going to wrap it around just on the bottom. And I'm going to then take yarn. Now this yarn for the whole roll I got at Goodwill for $1.99, which is I thought was a great deal. And I am just going to wrap it around the vase. It seems like it's going to take long and forever, but it really didn't. The longest part it took was this first one here. But once it was secure on the tape, it was really easy to just roll it up and, roll it around. And I did that all the way to the top. I wanted it to have like a warm sweater wrapped around the vase kind of feel to it. Now I won't show you, like I said, the whole thing being rolled up all the way to the top. But I did end up adding some double-sided tape to the top edge of the vase. That way I can secure it on the top as well. Right there, right on top. So this is what the final result looks like. And I think it looks cute. It's nice and secure and it's actually not going anywhere. So I'm very happy with it. I had this frosted greenery left over from my Christmas decorations and I thought it would look perfect. It's a perfect size for this little vase. And later on I did end up adding some sticks, some picks, like a dry stick kind of look to it. But because I just thought it needed a little extra something. And then I had this leftover snowflake ornament that I hot glued to the front. And there it is. How cute. I love it. It has that cozy winter decoration feel to it. And I think it's going to look great as an accent little decor for my winter decorations this season. Alright, so for my next project here, I am going to take this vase. I did get it at the Goodwill. It was several months ago though. I have used it in other several decorations, but I thought it would look super cute with my winter ones, but I wanted to add some fabric around it. Now this fabric I used on my Christmas decorations when I repurposed some of my ornaments from last year, and I'm going to do the same concept to this vase. I'm going to wrap it around. What I want this vase to kind of have a feel of is when you wrap around a huge scarf or a huge shawl around you in winter to stay warm. That's kind of what I want it to look like. So let's see if I can accomplish it. So basically I'm just dry fitting the fabric around the vase to make sure that I don't have too much excess fabric, but that I have enough to cover it. So I'm just going to wrap it around, and then on the edges that kind of pop out, I'm just going to tuck them in to make sure that they're not just flapping to the sides. And then once I have a nice grip on the top, then I tie it with some jute twine, and then I also add a little bit of that same yarn I added to the previous vase. Now it does help to have the string or the jute twine like I used already cut and handy so that you do not have to cut while you're holding the fabric after you've already secured it to the top. I did cut the excess fabric to make sure it was nice and even on the top. After I added the yarn and knotted it, I cut the loops so that they're all like little fringes, and then I did end up adding a little small pine cone to it as well, and I hot glued it to the front there to add a little touch of that. Now this greenery that I'm using, again, is leftover from last year, and it's like a frosted grass, I guess I'm gonna call it. I don't know what it's called, but so I'm gonna use 2 of those. I just thought they were tall enough for this vase, which is what it needed. And then this pick I also got last year for the Christmas decorations, and I didn't use it this year, so I'm going to reuse it with this vase because I think it has that frosted wintry look to it. And there it is. I love this one. It's taller, so it makes more of a statement, and I think it's just, you know, the toned down colors, and it has that cozy warmth of the winter, if that makes sense. And there it is next to the previous vase. I think they look super cute. Alright guys, so for my third and final project, I am using this scrap board that I used for another project. I ended up having to cut a piece of the other board that I used for the other project. And so I had this left over, and I just didn't know what to do with it, but I did not want to get rid of it because I thought it would, I don't know, work for something. So here I am, and I'm going to make a winter wall or winter art. So I'm going to use the same technique that I used for a Christmas trash to treasure. I took a wooden container and I hand painted some pine trees to the front. I'm going to do the same thing here, so I'm just using a pencil to kind of draw up where I would want these trees, and then I'm using the Rust-Oleum chalked paint and the Chiffon cream and a small brush to hand paint the trees. Now there's no right or wrong way. I am basically just going to paint silhouettes of pine trees. The middle one will be taller, and then I'll add 2 smaller ones on each side. And I love painting like this, so for me this is very therapeutic. I love it. So I'm not necessarily following the pencil marks. The pencil marks were just to kind of give me a guide. All right, so now I'm adding this dry branch from another decor that I had that I'm not going to use. And so I'm just going to cut a few pieces here. I thought I would add some branches to the front so that it kind of gives it a 3D feel to it. So right now I'm just looking to see which branch kind of matches what I'm looking for. And then I'll just cut them or rip them, and then I'll hot glue them to the front. Alright, so now once the little branches are secured there, I'm going to use some of that same yarn that I have used on the other two, and I'm going to roll out quite a bit of it. Because what I want to do is I want to roll it around the base of the board to kind of mimic snow. So I want these trees to look like they are in the middle of this huge bed of snow on the ground, and so I just thought that yarn would be perfect for it. And again, it'll complement the other two decor, and it gives it a cozy kind of feeling because it's so fuzzy. So I'm just going to roll it around, and again, no right or wrong way, just rolling it around and then securing it by tying it on the side. And then I thought that I would add a little bit of the white chalked paint from Rust-Oleum to the little branches so that it kind of mimics them having snow on top, and it gives them a little bit more of dimension to them. And then while I was painting the little, or adding the little faux snow here with the paint, I thought I would add a little bit of white paint to the painted silhouette trees there to add a little bit of white, and it just adds a little bit of dimension to those as well. I'm just adding a little bit to the top and around the branches there. And then of course I thought, well, maybe it's missing something on the side. So I added this pick here. Now I didn't hot glue it, two reasons. One, it fit kind of snug, so it didn't need to be hot glued. But I also didn't want to keep it there maybe permanently because I wasn't 100% sure I was going to keep it. But at first I thought, I think it looks good, so I left it there. And there it is. So let me tell you, this is the first time I do anything like this as a DIY, and I am hooked. I love it. It was so fun to do, and I think I really love the way it looks, so I hope you like it as well. But this is it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to get some decorations ready for winter and get some DIY going. If you have not subscribed to my channel, of course I invite you to do so and become part of our YouTube family. Have a great day.